welcome to Jupiter Lab. Today is a lovely Thursday and the sun is shining and it is the first day of spring. So happy spring equinox, happy true new year to those of you that celebrate. The earth is shifting and things are coming into harmony and I am just so grateful to be here and be vibrating at a lovely frequency to show up in this divine experience. So let's just accept the fact that when we come into Jupiter Lab, I've learned that it's important for us to talk about announcements at the beginning because there's always a lot of things going on, and especially now that spring is sprung, there's so much more things that are popping off, new events, experiences online and in person, and you just have to be in the know. So I like to get those things out of the way at the beginning just so that we can kind of know what's going on, move through our bodies, get into it, and we got the tea, okay? So first order of events, we have the Dance Icon competition that I'm currently in. Some of you guys may know I haven't done the best job of marketing it here on YouTube, but I entered a competition for a chance to be in Sierra's music video and also an opportunity to win $20,000. And so this event is such a huge thing. I've been in the competition for about 2 months now, and the first section of it was group phase, and all of it was based off of audience participation and y'all's votes. And you guys kept me in first place the entire time, so it was so beautiful. Really, such a breeze, such a good time doing the dances and getting involved in the community. Now, we are currently in semifinals. So the semifinals calls for so much more. That means that everybody that has been in first place in their previous groups are now in one group collectively. So the pressure is on, the energy is high, and there's a lot to put forth. We need your votes. So if you can, put your support in by visiting danceicon.org/2025/movement dash Empress. Okay, I will leave the link in the bio, of course, because that is a lot to remember. But you can vote for free every 24 hours. And starting today, we will actually be sharing some games today where we're doing like a city bingo where we're visiting different locations in the Dallas area, dancing, and also finding hidden gems that I'll leave for you guys to win. So, if you like to play games and you like a good scavenger hunt, definitely dive into this experience because it's one you don't want to miss. All right, I think that's all for the announcements. I'm ready to move. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw I was talking about my knees. We definitely need to do some recovery for the knees. So we're going to get into it. Let's come into the space. Also, if you hear extra sounds, my cat is in his own world right now. So let's just let him have his thing because y'all know otherwise he would be tearing me up. So back to the flow. You can come onto your mat. We're going to start off with some easy breaths, becoming present and starting to come into our space and our shared space right here, right now, together. So we will receive a breath in through our nose and taking a large exhale out of our mouth. And as we keep going in our rounds, we're going to continue to expand that breath even deeper and allow that breath to really fold and sink our belly in. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. Let it out. Breathe it in. Let it out. Breathe it in. Let it out. Breathe it in. Let it out. Last 2 in. Out. Last one. Make it count. and out. Let's float the arms up over for the sky. Taking a deep inhale here. And exhale, flow it over, reach for the toes, but slowly as we go through flat back. As we go down to reach for our mat. Folding over, relaxing the head. Let's bend and straighten our knees here a few times. So we're just gonna bend and straighten. And connect with your breath here. So maybe you want to inhale on your bend down, or you want to exhale on your bend down. And inhale or exhale on the wake up. Whichever is in alignment for you, just take this practice to flow in whatever feels good to your body. Into the ball of that foot, bending into the ball of that foot, bending that knee, straighten the opposite leg, and switch. I'm going to bring it to a close, bringing the heels flat. Dropping that head over, imagine you trying to look at your belly button. And then we're going to slowly roll it up. Keeping your head down, letting your head be the last thing to come up as we put one vertebrae at a time. Nice big breath in. Taking the feet out just a little bit of outside of shoulder width. We're going to roll those shoulders back and down. And as we roll back and down, we can take a slight bend in the knee just to keep our body in full range of motion, not getting stiff in any areas. I've really been challenging myself these past few weeks to really train and push myself, really grow and enhance my stamina. So I've been taking some dance workout video classes online, and the last video that I did was Amapiano with Tara's Body on YouTube, and my knees are so sore. Like, it's crazy. Just bending a little bit is and to recover and take care of my body as we dance our way to the top of the dance icon. We're going to grab our right leg or our right ankle. We've done this before. The emphasis is really in pressing the pelvis forward, pulling the heel towards the bottom, but then also pressing the top of that foot into the hand. This is the optimum way to do this stretch because you are really activating this muscle here in the front, really enlivening all of the different parts of the quadricep and not just holding our leg here in space. So again, we are pressing the hips slightly forward, pressing our hand, our foot into our hand, and pulling our foot towards our bottom. Very dynamic stretch. Hold it as long as you can, breathing in and out. Keep that energy active through the body. We roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Chin outwardly. Are we able to see my feet? I can't tell with the bar in front of it. All right. So we're rotating outward. And I was saying, you know, it's funny because if someone were to hurt themselves, trip, or feel like they slipped their ankle or sprained it, the first thing we ask people to do is to rotate. Can you move your ankle? Can you move it around in a circle? And a lot of times when those things happen, that's like the first time that we are activating that muscle and trying to move. And so it's like, I don't really know the mobility that I had before this hurt, and now you ask me to move it, like, I don't know the difference. So it's great that we tap in and check in with our body to see, okay, what is the mobility like today? How can we move and bring some fluid into our joints? So let's take a break. We're going to switch sides and then we're going to alternate again. But let's go with our left foot in the air, rising it up. We're going to flex and point. And really working through that foot, working through that ankle, peeling those toes back, pointing them towards your face, really pressing those toes down and forward, reaching those toes to the ground, and keep alternating, flexing and pointing. You may feel a little cramp. If you do, just press into the ground with the balls of the feet, really arching or alleviating that arch with a good stretch. And then return to our flex and our point. Let's do an outward rotation. Woo. Muscles are activated and a little bit fatigued. It's so important to get good rest. And I'm definitely feeling the effects of not like resting on my regular routine. Like normally I try to get to bed by no later than 10 o'clock, 10:30, just because I like to rise early. Circling it out, I like to rise early, and so it's important that I get sufficient sleep, because if not, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Okay. We're gonna run that through again. Okay. So we're gonna go on our right side, grabbing the foot, grabbing the ankle, and we're gonna bring the heel towards the bottom, pressing that pelvis forward, pressing the top of the foot into the hand. Okay. Um, yeah. This stretch, all of this is like what I need right now, but I also need some sleep. I need some sleep, but it's so wild because these past few days have been the most active. And it's so funny because I find myself saying that every week. And so it's like every week is a different busy. Some are more demanding than others. Some are more demanding physically or emotionally or physically. And some are all of the above. And right now, I can say this week is more demanding physically, and I cannot wait for this week to be or come to a close so that I can do some really good body recovery. I'm probably going to hit up my friend Adrian and get a Thai massage or some Thai body work, because I need adjustments that I can't reach. Let's release that foot. Let's switch over to the other side, going into our left leg again. Pressing that pelvis forward, pulling that foot to the heel. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Pull the heel to the bottom and press the top of the foot into the hand. Yes. Feels really good. Breathing through it. Don't hold your breath. It does not help. It does not let the pain go away. It just makes the energy stuck. So it's great to get that energy moving. Mm-hmm. All right. And back to one foot and another. So we're going to start with our right foot. We're going to raise it up a little bit, about 45 degrees, pointing and flexing. And now this time we're going to circle inward. So last time we were going outward, or if you went another direction, whichever way you went, but the first time, go the opposite way. don't know if it's visibly like, I don't know if it's visible, but like my legs are shaking right now. And it's taking all of me just to like hold this balance, and it's kind of wild. So I don't know if any of you have ever had an injury. Injury is a huge topic today. I don't know if you guys have ever had an injury. We're gonna switch feet, but whenever you're in recovery and you are working those muscles back up or pointing and flexing, it's always so foreign to feel the body recovering. Like your muscles are no longer as strong as they used to be, and you're just kind of seeing this part of your body very limp and like inaccessible, which is a very scary place to be. And that's why I like to do recovery and injury prevention movement, to really emphasize the practice of taking care of our body before we injure or hurt ourselves. We're going to inwardly rotate our foot. The arch of that other foot is on fire. It is on fire right now, and it doesn't help that my mat is padded, so it's really it's testing my balance right now for sure. But I mentioned that because I feel like my muscles are totally different than what I'm used to. Like, I thought that I was working out until I did that exercise, and my body's like, girl, you wasn't doing this. Okay, let's work out our feet. So we're just gonna press the pads into the ground and alternate, just like we were doing on the ground, but this time we are just putting our weight more into our toes and then shifting. And it's important that we focus on spreading our toes and really having a balanced rise on our feet. So not rolling too far on the pinky toe, not rolling too far on the big toe, but really evening out and distributing our weight across our toes and making sure we're not like crunching them all the way, okay? So I hope that makes sense, right? Into the ball of the toe, just putting a little bit of weight into it and switching. If you have any toe or foot injuries, please move at your own discretion. Make your own modifications as needed, or just hold out on this one and take another movement at this moment. This is another level of sore. All right. For this last little bit, I want to do some core. Let's engage our core. Let's activate it. Let's wake her up, because this is our center. And if this is not in alignment, the rest of our body is just flowing in wherever the center is. So let's get into onto our mat. We're going to lie down. Bring it on down. Scoot her over. All right. We are going to put our hands behind our head, bringing our knees into a tabletop position. And as we are going, we're just going to drop and up, drop and up, drop and up, drop and up. Okay? Just going to go until we can't go no more. All right? And while we're doing that, we are holding our head up. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, here we go. And drop. And up. And up. And drop. And up. And drop. Keep it going. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. Keep going. And up. Switch. And up, down, and up, down, and up. Keep it going. And up. Keep engaging that core. Try to make a flat table with your legs at the top. And up. Down. Another round. Down. And up. sure you're breathing. Bringing the knees down. Try to bring your knees as close to your bottom as possible. Bringing your arms down to your side. And if you can reach your heels, that is awesome. Now we're going to lift our head up just slightly, maybe like 20 degrees. And we're going to reach for our pinky toe with our fingers. So reach for the pinky toe and reach for the pinky toe. Reach for the pinky toe and reach for the pinky toe. And let's keep it going. Reaching for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. That was more intense than I imagined. We're going to put our hands just slightly under our bottom, like more like our thumbs under our butt. And then we're going to straighten our legs up into the air. Heels or flat parts of the feet facing the earth, the sky. Good Lord, we got it, y'all. All right, now point those toes, reaching those toes up to the sky. Imagine you're poking your toes through the clouds. And we're going to scissor our feet down and scissor them up. So we're going to cross, 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 all the way down. But do not let your feet touch the ground. Cross, 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 cross. Bring it back up. Maybe you find a pulse that's a heartbeat. And that helps you keep going. Lower down. And back up. Beat them back down. Making sure you're breathing. Levitating right over the floor. Don't touch the ground. Whoo! You're doing awesome. Keep going. Don't stop. It's harder to start back when you stop. Just keep pushing. Do your best. Nice. Bring it back up. Last one. Make it count. Bring it all the way down. Don't touch the ground. And bring it back up. And slowly lower down. Straight legs. Into the ground. Nice job. All right, we're going to close out. Let's rock our hips side to side. Just relaxing and kind of shaking out everything we just did here in our lower abs and our hips. Just rocking our hips side to side. Woo, good job. You should be proud of yourself right now. We did an amazing job today. Opening your palms up to the sky, relaxing your arms down by your side. Just going to close out for Shavasana. A time to reflect on our practice today, set an intention for our day ahead, and really just honor and give thanks to ourselves and our body for showing up for any portion of the practice that has really poured back into our mind, body, and spirit. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. We'll leave you in silence for a moment to meditate, and then we will close out our practice. And to come back into your body, starting by wiggling the fingers and toes, activating some movement into your vessel, maybe rolling out the wrists, rolling out the ankles, coming back into the present space, to the present moment. Give yourself a big hug. Bring your knees in. And start to rock side to side. And if your rocks get so intense that it knocks you over to one side, perfect. Take that side and lay on it, curled up in gratitude, bliss, and joy. Receiving the breath. When you're ready, you can gently come up to a seated position. That was good. That was good. All right. To close it solid and seal it out, we're going to rise our arms up with a deep breath in. Inhaling all of that greatness, all of that energy that we have just conjured up and mobilized. Aligning each finger together in palm as we seal our practice, pressing the palms together to exhale before the third eye, before the throat, before the crown, before the heart. Thank you for this practice. Thank you for this time. Thank you, body, for showing up in the best and fullest capacity that you have the ability to. Thank you for this time, and I will see you next time. Ashe. Yay! That was an awesome flow, y'all. Thank you. Let me know in the comments how you feel. How's your body feeling? How's your mind feeling? Are you feeling ready for the day? Are you excited about anything? And how will you be celebrating today and as we bring in the true new year? I would love to know. I'd love to hear about it. I'll stick around for just a moment to see you guys' comments come in before we close the experience. All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Peace and love.